3 days ago, as of writing this video, I made a video about Tom. No, the other one. No, the other one. That video was basically just for shits and giggles. It wasn't even scripted, and I was giggling in the thumbnail. So why does it have 52 dislikes? To quote at the rap job, I would have more respect for your video if you broke down some lyrics you disagreed with and didn't hop from video to video before actually making any points. So let's do that, shall we? 1. The songs are bad and there are way too many of them. This is how to make a Tom MacDonald song. Scratch that. This is how to make every Tom MacDonald song. Preferably, you just want to search for Eminem type beat on Bing and you get exactly what you're looking for. But today we're going to put effort in and open up the good FL Studio. But anything works really, like BandLab, Filmora, Wondershare, CapCut, Roblox. First thing you're going to do is pull up the FL keys and just do whatever. Whatever works. You can also have like an electric guitar maybe that works. Make sure you have notes and then you should be good. And you can download this also, but make sure you have some kind of trap drum pattern. Make sure it's as boring as possible. You're done. We're done. This is done. Looking at the song aspect of the song, you know, the actual music aspect of it, it's really, really bad. And the worst part is that there are so many of them. If you load up his singles page on Spotify, you can just scroll and scroll and scroll. And what's even worse is that every single one of them is exactly the same fucking thing, lyrically and musically too. Tom MacDonald has zero versatility and zero original ideas. As I said in the previous video, his flows are the exact same in every single song, the beats are the same, and the themes exactly the same thing over and over again. He's really incapable of making anything catchy or remotely memorable even. Every time this man tries to make a hook, he just fails so miserably. I think he's just allergic to slang. 2. The lyrics are terrible and out of touch. If I Was Back by Tom MacDonald is an extremely embarrassing attempt at relating to black struggles with no sort of self-awareness, corny and out of touch lyricism, with lyrics like, if I was black, probably wouldn't fuck with anyone who's white, cause that slavery shit would honestly always be on my mind. Like, yeah, Tom, it probably would. Clearly, he has basically no idea what he's talking about, and that's present in every single one of his songs. He actually has no comprehension of the issues he's talking about. Or sometimes he just makes up an issue and complains about it. But I'll get back to that in just 1 second, don't worry. For example, in his song Fake Woke, he could talk about people being hypocrite, about supporting marginalized people, like when people support Free Palestine but go to Starbucks or, you know, something like that. But he just complains about Eminem now being anti-Trump, so he doesn't even criticize fake woke people. He criticizes woke people in general. He has no idea what he's talking about. In the same song, he says, but if I mention race in a song, I'm scared I get killed for it. He does this all the time. He's like, oh my god, I can say anything these days, but no one is asking you, let alone any white guy, to talk about woke stuff or race or anything for that matter, because it's just not your room to talk. It's just not. It's simply not your responsibility to talk about these issues. But yeah, if all you can complain about is race, then yeah, that may be an issue for you that you can mention race in a song. You obviously can't talk about this if you really want to, but just please, for the love of God, do some fucking research before doing it. Because Tom MacDonald probably gets all his info about black people and woke people from Twitter. The way he thrives off of being controversial too, when that's literally the easiest thing you can do as a songwriter or just any kind of person that writes text for a living. Being controversial is nothing hard to achieve. I mean, I did it by just making a video about him. Thriving off of the fact that you're controversial is kind of pathetic and a bit sad, honestly. Because guess who's gonna want to listen to music about fucking snowflakes 5 years from now? Something other lyrical rappers like to do, someone like Kendrick Lamar for example, is hide the actual meaning of their lines between like a metaphor of some kind, you know, really basic stuff. Like when Earl Sweatshirt says, why nobody tell me I was sinking, he's not asking why he was literally sinking. He's saying that people didn't warn him about his worsening mental health. It's the easiest thing you can do as a songwriter. It's the bare minimum. But Tom MacDonald does not have the capability to do that because he doesn't do that ever. He just says things plainly as it is because, you know, writing double entendres is hard. Give him a break. 3. the white rapper phenomenon. A couple of weeks ago, I watched this FD Signifier video about white rappers, basically. Highly recommended, by the way, it's really good. He talks about how people inspired by Eminem are usually inspired by Eminem and Eminem only, and it's really noticeable with Tom MacDonald especially. His rap music feels like it's made by a dude who has never listened to rap music in his life. In fact, it feels like a person that just doesn't like rap music, aside from Eminem, the daddy, of course. He has no idea of the culture behind hip-hop and just clearly ignores it and uses it to complain about woke leftists who say that his braids look ugly on Twitter. Black people back in the day used hip-hop to talk about their problems, like living in a poor neighborhood or whatever, something like that kind. You know, I'm not the most reliable source on hip-hop culture myself, you know, because I'm white and 16. It was a movement to speak up about black struggles, basically. So Tom MacDonald using it to complain about rappers pushing Xanax and how that affects children so much kind of feels like the white colonialism of the hip-hop genre, which ironically enough was even a level that Eminem didn't sink down to, because Eminem respected and praised his black roots. But like, who does Tom MacDonald make his music for then? Not for the casual hip-hop enjoyers who listen to Drake or Yeet or the mainstream rappers, and God forbid not the motherfucking hip-hop heads. No. People who normally can listen to rap music only if it's made by a white middle-aged masculine man talking about how abortion kills more people than guns, which is really ironic because in Fake Vogue he says that it's easier to get a gun than a job. So honestly, just pick a struggle. If you want proof, look in the comment section of any of his videos and you'll find a comment saying something like, I normally don't listen to rap music, but Tom MacDonald is hashtag the GOAT for the effect it has and why it's harmful. So Tom MacDonald's music talks about a lot of stuff, sadly, and it's just kind of making me ask, what's the point of all this? I guess the logical answer is to be against these things that he says, you know, when he's advocating for fake wokeness. You know, you should stop being fake woke. But sometimes the stuff he says, and not just sometimes, but pretty often, the things he's saying are complete fucking bullshit. For example, in Fake Vogue again, the literal first opening line is that I think it's crazy I'm the one who they labeled as controversial when Cardi B is the role model for 12-year-old girls. I butchered that so hard. This is, to simply put, false. Cardi B is not the role model for 12-year-old girls, and she's definitely not intended to be a role model for 12-year-old girls. This problem does not exist at all. He just kind of made it up for the sake of saying something deep or controversial. See, what he likes to do is just either inflate a semi-insignificant problem to rant about for like a full 3 minutes or sometimes multiple songs, or he just likes to say shit, which is honestly kind of relatable. He sometimes just be saying shit and it wouldn't be a problem, but he has a really big fucking audience full of dumbass people who just follow everything he says without thinking, blindly. So saying something completely unresearched, biased, and just frankly dumb is really dangerous. If you, for any reason, still don't get what I mean, for example, saying all our childhood heroes are getting Me Too'd or they're rapists has the effect of people not taking victims of sexual assault seriously when they accuse someone of it. Yes, people have accused other people of sexual assault unfairly, but that is not the norm. And sexual assault is still so incredibly underreported, and people like Tom MacDonald help to keep it that way. He helps to create a world where you get called an SJW, fake woke dumbass, for trying to speak out against this issue. So again, Tom MacDonald is so clueless about the stuff he talks about that it actually becomes kind of harmful in the end, and this man thinks that he's actually speaking out against something bad when it's pretty much the other way around. In fact, he so often blurs the line between just the man who speaks controversial stuff and being a man who just honestly spreads hateful ideas. Let's use the opening line from Fake Woke again. So by reading this line, it isn't really clear where Tom MacDonald stands. He could be saying that we should take the accused side seriously also, but he also could be saying that the accuser shouldn't be taken seriously. I think he's doing this on purpose, because when an SJW cuck accuses him of, I don't know, racism or anything like that, he could just say like, oh no, it isn't remotely close to anything I said, when he's clearly implying it but just not saying it explicitly. But he's still sucking up to these annoying, bigoted people who he delivered this message to, and he thought he could get away with it, but my nosy ass had to be involved. It's like the weirdest way of dog whistling, because I'm not even sure if he's trying to dog whistle. He might be, he might not be, I don't know, but it sucks, because either way, it sucks. The worst part is that this dog whistling actually works because Tom MacDonald's fans spread homophobic, transphobic, and racist stuff to anyone that doesn't praise Daddy to the heavens, which we'll get back to, don't worry. Another reason why his music is so harmful is because Tom gives actual good, creative, and talented white rappers a bad name, because when someone says a white rapper, I think the first person that comes to people's minds is this fucking guy. When there are actual good white rappers like LP, Lil Ugly Mane, A$AP Rock, Mac Miller, and much more, I think. I don't know, there might be, there might not be. And there are even more, way better white producers who sometimes don't even get the fraction of credit that Tom does. Wait, what was I talking about 3 sentences ago? 5, the terrible fans. So, Tom MacDonald fans aren't the best. Like I said in the white rapper phenomenon section, I think I don't remember that much. Tom MacDonald's target audience is people who are uncomfortable listening to black people, mainly black hip-hop, or even just hip-hop in general, because hip-hop is so embedded into black culture that they are just uncomfortable listening to it altogether. But they listen to Tom MacDonald's music though, because he's a very masculine presenting white guy, so they're more comfortable to listening to him, and they fucking defend him to the motherfucking grave. Oh my god. His fans are so reactionary, and they just attack anyone who dares to say something about Daddy, and that shit happened to me on my last video. So that video, it was a slap video, let's all be honest here. Like, it was something that like a commentator YouTuber would make. I don't know, something like a Curtis Connor. And that video, low-key, actually high-key, blew the fuck up, so to say. I mean, by 188 subscribers scale, you know, it has 1k views as of writing this video, and it has 19 likes, 50 dislikes, and 63 comments, which is pretty insane. Many more comments were made, but I deleted some of them because they said bad stuff, but I got screenshots of some, so I'll read what I have. So yeah, this is a comment response segment. Are you happy? Oh shit. Sorry. First of all, I pinned a comment of mine that said I'm not going to take homophobia anymore, and that I'm going to delete any comments that have homophobic stuff in them. The first response I got was, "Can't dish it, but can't take it, eh?" So let me just show you the stuff that gets sent your way when you dare to criticize the white boy himself. Pin and nails. Remove yourself from the internet, child. This is embarrassing. I don't like Tom MacDonald, but I like you even less. Your opinions are mad gay, and you can do nothing. Well, I can upload a video about Tom MacDonald. Well, I mean, one thing I definitely can do is criticize your masculine top daddy. Top T. That was a terrible joke, Jesus. If you were my niece, I'll smack your guyness out of you, ... Grow a beard, kid, you look weird. Okay, so that's interesting. Also, I physically can't grow a beard. I'm 16 years old. I'm not able to do that yet. Like, y'all need bullying. Like, actually, maybe you would become a man, not a woman, who wears panties. Panties what? That's... Okay, so quoting famous experimental electronic artist Arca, I do what I wanna do. Oh my god, this one is so fucking funny because I can hear the Australian accent coming from this comment. For some reason, I got a lot of Australian phrased comments. Maybe this just... I don't know what's up with that, actually. What a load of shite. I'm sorry, I know we're like 6 words deep into this, but capitalizing the word what is just so funny to me. Like, am I supposed to read that like, what? A load of shit. Go paint your nails and prance about in front of the mirror. You're probably much better at doing that than doing reaction videos. First of all, it was a commentary video, by the way. This only got to around 4 minutes, was very painful to watch. Hope you pick a nice color for your nails. So, I painted them a purple color. Do y'all like it? Honestly, I don't even like it that much. It's kinda boring. Half of it's already off, so you can only see half of this comment because I hid this guy from my channel, and then when I tried to unhide them, the comment wouldn't show back up, so maybe he realized how ridiculous it was and deleted it, but I don't think that's the case. I finally found it! The true entertainment! Bunch of closeted basement dwellers too scared to go outside making fun of the greatest rapper of the modern age. Honestly, thank fucking god that this comment ends halfway through, because calling Tom fucking MacDonald the greatest rapper of the modern age is is just fucking insane, to be honest. I can't find the comments, sadly, but it was the funniest fucking thing ever, because he said the only reason I don't like Tom MacDonald is because I only like that dumbass mumble shit. He spelled it like SHIET. So what is all with the Australian accents? Like, and I'm so sorry that I can't find it, because it was the funniest fucking shit ever. But let's talk about the stuff that he said now. So what he said, if you can remember, for like 7 seconds ago, is that the reason that I don't like Tom MacDonald is because he's a lyrical rapper, and I only like that shit mumble shit. I wanted to bring this up in the lyrical section of this video, but I didn't, so let's get into it now. Even if Tom MacDonald had actual good lyrics, I still would not give a single fuck about him. He would still be incredibly forgettable. I'll use artists that I actually enjoy listening to for an example. Mortal Man by Kendrick Lamar is one of the best songs on one of the most important albums of the decade. It really ties the whole album together so well lyrically and sonically, and when I first listened to it, I kept thinking about it for weeks. But you know what song I enjoy listening to more? Poke It Out by Playboi Carti featuring Nicki Minaj. It's just a better listening experience, sorry. And even Poke It Out has better wordplay by Nicki Minaj than every single Tom MacDonald song combined. So you know what? Scratch that. I like listening to Bad Babies Geeked more than Mortal Man. Sorry. That's probably very controversial, but sorry. If the music is fun, then I just like it better when the music is simply good. Mortal Man by Kendrick Lamar is a masterpiece, but Bad Babies Geeked is more fun. Tom MacDonald's music is neither fun or neither good. Okay, next comment. Hey Hungarian kid, if you have ever seen how much of a dumpster fire it is, here you would realize why people here like him. I don't know if I made that mistake or the comment. I guess we'll have to find out in the editing room. Eminem does have a pool of fans that act butthurt and triggered. First of all, the dumpster fire is not caused by Tom MacDonald, it is caused by the people that Tom MacDonald is criticizing. Secondly, well, that's just untrue. Like, if you search up Eminem cancelled on TikTok, you see millennial Eminem fans complaining about Gen Z cancelling Eminem again. We will not stand for this. Or maybe I'm just not deep into the Eminem fanbase lore. LMAO, I clicked on the thumbnails, yes, plural for some reason, and didn't and didn't expect this to be a dude. What kind of accent bro got on? I wish I fucking knew. Holy Kappa Pride. Thought you were a girl, my guy. I have no idea what Kappa Pride means, and I don't wanna know. Dude, space comma, you are profiting views from hating, space period, self-analysis, okay emoji. Like him or not, you are doing more harm. Hate content is far worse. Okay, well, am I now? McDonald's has hundreds of songs filled with bars that are spreading hate or just hateful ideas. And me critiquing that, well, critiquing more like reacting to it or commenting on it, is considered hate content, but Tom MacDonald is love it or hate it. Oh, what the fuck did you even say? Like him or not, bitch, same thing. Also, hate content on YouTube, I think, is fine, especially if you're critiquing or hating on a piece of art or a piece of content, because that is meant to be hated on, liked, critiqued, whatever. So if you make art, put it out, you expect it to be hated. I have no idea what this one means, so I guess we'll figure it out together. This internet personality is so niche, I cannot perceive how you wouldn't expect to receive negative responses. I mean, they kind of did have a point there in the comment, because Tom MacDonald fans are delusional, so I should have expected the hate. Never liked Tom's music, but this internet personality compels me to defend him. Honestly, I have no idea what he means, and to be very honest with you, I don't want to know. Then someone replied with this, and then he replied with, it's less about the celebrity and more about the internet personality. I could care less about Tom, his music, or rap in general. Just saying the internet personality is so distasteful, it will compel anyone to side with the oppositions of any argument it was presenting, laughing face emoji. Okay, so they might be saying that Tom MacDonald is so bad that it's good, or it drives attention. I guess I really don't fucking know. I guess he likes his internet persona, his image. What personality are you talking about? The only personality that was presented in the video. Are you 10? And then 2 laughing face emojis. Oh my god, this sucks. I'm moving on. This is the most liked comment in the entire comment section, so be prepared for some valid, amazing points. Live a few years outside of your parents' house, then maybe make videos where you have some life experience that makes your opinion a little more valuable. I don't think the points I made in that video require for me to go outside more. I guess me going outside and living outside of my parents' house for a few years, I think wouldn't change my opinion on hating on snowflakes, I guess. Oh, Tom MacDonald has to be critiqued with such intellectuality that only comes from ages 45 and upwards. I mean, it's just kind of more embarrassing if a 16-year-old can debunk your music. Now, let's return to the comments I quoted in the beginning, because I didn't quote the whole thing, so the rest goes. I'm not a Tom MacDonald fan, but seemed like you took his rage bait. This just shows how people can't actually tell if Tom MacDonald is telling the truth or just rage baiting. If it's nothing more than just rage bait, then what's all the he's the greatest rapper of this modern age, or you wouldn't get it because he's a lyrical rapper argument? And if he's not rage baiting, then that's honestly even more embarrassing than if he's doing it for clicks, because then he would be a really dumb person. So either way, it's equally embarrassing, and shut the fuck up. 6. Conclusion. Does Tom MacDonald cause actual harm in the world? Well, that might not be his intention. It might not be his intention to cause any kind of harm anywhere at all, but these ideologies and lies or misinformed, clueless takes that he's speaking through his music might have some real world consequences, and they definitely have consequences on the internet. I mean, just by talking about this man, you get 30-year-olds in your comment section talking about how your nails are painted like no fucking shit, dumbass. Anyways, I'm done with this guy. I'm cleaning my browser history and painting my nails whatever color I fucking want. Azealia Banks wannabes. Goodbye.